It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next is the Commanders' creative quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Commanders and the Chargers, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jermaine Johnson in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there for LA. 66 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move. But the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On second and goal, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as a cornerback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got a sight set on another big game right here.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Back to the ground with Robinson. Powers through, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll look to throw for it on third and 1. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 55 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder, if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
That's again complete to Palmer. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Eckler. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. Last week, what a game. He was knocking on the door for 200.
And one of the things I saw come out of last week's game in his post-game press conference, he gave a lot of credit to the offensive line, as you might expect. He also talked about the wide receivers blocking on the perimeter, because no big game happens unless wide receivers block as well.
And watching film you showed me, he also made people miss. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Robinson on a give right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On first and 10, it's Robinson. A little juke. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. His 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
$10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Second down and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Hardman on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. He'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Eckler now between the tackles. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's got space past the 25. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Hardman to return. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Washington first down.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 17-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Here's Herbert now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Up the middle with Eckler. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This second and 4. Here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Get a look at D.K. Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And C.D., assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. no matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down, Washington.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. For Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Goes right back to McBride.
Yo, what's going on, homie? Thanks for the text. I'm going to be very honest. I haven't really listened to much Playboy Cardi. You need to put me on. Tell me some songs worth listening to, and I'll definitely try to listen to it. But I don't really have any Playboy Cardi songs that I listen to it. I have a roll out of here. But tell me some good ones, and maybe I'll check them out. Thanks for the text. Thanks for the follow.
And that will extend their lead even further. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Dak Prescott, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Nick Chubb, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Devin Singletary, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This taken in at the goal line. So here is Washington now to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Dotson. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. 18 yards the gain for number 18. They'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
At the 23-yard line.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jermaine Johnson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. This is taken in by McBride. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, Let's just say it's been unusual.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Washington ready to try again on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 114 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here now, a 3rd and 20. Looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. And you've already scored 3 times. You want 4. You want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man, it's Palmer. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. Got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down there. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it? A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now down to 20. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Robinson with another carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
On the give, here's Robinson. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scout.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Herbert now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Herbert on 1st down now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jeremy Ching picks it off. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. From the 41, here's second down and 5. Again, it's Robinson. Powering his way forward. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Robinson up the middle. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's second and 5 now from the 37. Handoff now to Robinson. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well, and always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for Washington, they